10 islands and was a Portuguese colony till 1975. At just 30 kilometres long and 12 kilometres wide, Sal is one of the archipelago's smallest islands, but most popular for tourists. Many visitors stay in Santa Maria in the south of Sal, and it caters for their every need. But I want to get a real taste of life here, and to do that, I need to head to the beach and get myself a guide.
Oi, boa tarde, crioula.
Sorry, English. I need to English.
You look local.
It's not the first time someone has told me I look like I'm from here. I'm sure it won't be the last, but I'll take that as a compliment.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, my name is Elvis.
I'm Lucy.
Pleased to meet you,
Good to
Lucy.
meet you.
So, here we are local tour guides in South Island who do the tours.
I want to see the real South. I want to get away from the touristy bits. I want to get a real flavour for what this place is about.
It pleased me to take you out from that
Yeah.
touristic atmosphere.
Yeah, I want to hang with a local, I want to meet some locals, I want to get a real vibe of this place. And it sounds like, I think you sold me, it sounds like you're the guy.
Good.
All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you. So, I can show you the car.
All right, let's do it.
You can choose to sit in the cab,
Yeah.
and you can sit in the back.
Come on, you know what I'm going to say. Back, obviously. Let's do it. This is a really nice way to travel around the island. Sun in your face, wind in your hair. Definitely beats sitting in a cab. In the town of Palmyra, you can experience a slice of authentic Cabo Verdean life, just 19 kilometers away from the ever-changing Santa Maria. Palmyra is an important port where everything that comes and goes from Sal passes through. It's vibrant, colourful, and an ideal first stop on my tour of the island. This is so different to anywhere I've been so far. It's so colourful.
That's it. That's why you have to get out from that touristic atmosphere, come down, see the local people, try the local food.
Yes.
Once you try a local food, you say, oh, should I go back or should I stay here? Oh, you will feel at home.
Yeah,
You will
yeah.
feel the vibe of the Cape Verdean people.
A different flavour of Cabo Verde, yeah. Christina is the matriarch of the Candida family. Every day they prepare cashupa, Cabo Verde's national dish. It's made for local people and to be served at a nearby restaurant. The smell of the wood smoke and the bubbling stew is something else. So what have we got here?
That's pork.
That's pork.
Yes.
Banana. All the different ingredients represent different cultures. That's quite important to this dish, right?
We had the beans and the corn from Brazil.
Yeah.
Banana, sweet potatoes from West Africa. The meat came from the Portuguese.
Yeah.
And then that fusion, and now it's not from Portugal, it's not from Brazil, it's not from Africa, it's for Cape Verde and the Cape Verdeans.
Yeah, yeah. To see all these nationalities that have shaped Cabo Verde come together in the national dish is a perfect metaphor for Cabo Verdean culture. But the question is, does it taste any good? Thank you. Obrigada. This looks good. I've been waiting for this. I've spent a lot of time watching it be made. I need to try it now. I've waited long enough, I think.
Definitely will like it.
All right, let's do it. You know, as I'm eating it, it's really reminding me of just bean stew that my mum makes. Well, she still makes this day, actually. Yeah. Kind of bringing me home a little bit.
Well, good.
So, traditionally, who ate cachupa?
When the Portuguese was trading slaves to sell, they had to give them something, and then they started the cachupa. When the Portuguese came back from Brazil with the corn, growing corn, and then putting everything together, anything you have at home. So there you have it.
Yeah, yeah.
A national dish cachupa.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's great to get a real taste of Cape Verdean food. The island of Sal was first named Lana back in 1460, which means flat. beneath this arid landscape, there was something to be found. Something that would change the destiny of this place forever. It's definitely worth taking a tour to the Salinas because when you get here, you are completely surrounded by salt, which just happens to be Portuguese word for salt, and as you probably guessed, it's how the island got its name. The word Salinas roughly translates to salt mines. In this age-old technique, seawater is allowed to stand in ponds, and as the water evaporates, it leaves behind solid salt crystals.
Here is like a rock now.
Yeah, it is. And it's still giving me impressions that I'm standing on ice. I know it's not ice.
Yes, I know you are. Here is the unique place where you can stand, walk, lay down on the snow. You don't need gloves, you don't need nothing. You can just come on a bikini in case.
Yeah, my kind of snow, my kind of snow. Salt mining was the main industry in Sal for many years. Elvis is taking me to what was once the heart of the operation within a volcanic crater. And what he showed me was like something from another world. It feels like I should be shooting some kind of sci-fi flick set on another planet, or maybe a spaghetti western playing some kind of gunslinger. Elvis, what is this place?
So, this place is a salt refinery, where the industry of salt was here where they used to refine the salt. And that's connecting to the salt lake by this cable. 1 kilometer and 100 meters down to the salt lake. And that was able to transport 25 tons of salt per hour.
It looks like it was once a very impressive bit of infrastructure.
That structure and the cable cars, it took 2 years to be built.
Yeah.
From 1919 to 1921.
Wow. So it really changed the game when this was built.
Big change.
Yeah.
Big change.
I don't know if it's just me, but there's something a little bit eerie about looking at this. It's a bit, it's broken down, it's decay and damage, and
Yeah, unfortunately.
machinery just left untouched and rusty. It's almost making me a bit sad.
Unfortunately, it is like this. Those boats was used taking the salt out with a big ship to Brazil.
Yeah. So what happened?
To encourage the Brazilians to produce their own salt, they put a really high tax on our salt, but made it very expensive. So that's the way they killed our business of salt.
Yeah, pretty underhanded way to kill the competition. So when things started to decline, and the operation started to close down, what was it like for the people living here?
Quite a few business collapsed, but lucky us was when the airport had the international certification. So many people had the opportunity to find a job at the airport. So the airport did solve a problem of many people. Here probably will have the best view, the best picture of the island. So that's the famous salt lake.
Yeah.
That's the unique around the world inside on a volcanic, extinct volcanic crater.
Yeah.
It is one of the 7 wonders of Cape Verde. You see, it makes like 900 meters long, and it's around 2 meters under sea level.
Yeah, and I'm just checking, you did say extinct, right?
Extinct volcanic crater.
Yeah. Well, I've got to say, as far as views go, this is pretty spectacular.
It is.
I'm loving all the colours. You've got the pinky, kind of purple hues at the bottom, white ice.
Yeah.
Still looking like ice to me.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, the rusty mountains, the blue sky, the greenery. It's just such a beautiful mix of colours. So it was this lake inside this crater where the salt was mined, and then began its journey up the cable cars that Elvis told me about. And now it's evolved into quite a fun tourist attraction where getting in the water here is said to be like taking a dip in the Dead Sea. So you don't really swim, but you can float and bob around. And as I'm here, it'd be rude not to give it a go, right? Who needs inflatables when you've got this? I'm heading back to the beach here on Sal, but There's no cocktails or sun loungers on this particular one, and it's rather ominously named Shark Bay. Okay, so there's lots of tourists here, plenty of souvenir stalls, and no one's running from the water screaming, so it can't be that bad, right? Lemon sharks may be closely related to great whites, but luckily for me, they're not considered a threat to humans.
You see?
Oh yes!
Okay.
It camouflages well, but we've seen a shark. Which gives tourists a chance to have, yep, you guessed it, real-life sharks swimming around their legs. I'm joining Berta from the conservation group Project Biodiversity, who are always looking for tourists to volunteer with them to help study Sal's wildlife.
And then we will turn it to check.
As demonstrated on this cuddly toy, we'll be tagging and measuring baby lemon sharks who live in the shallow waters here. With the sharks spotted and the team briefed, it was time to prepare the shark's supper before wading out to sea. All we had to do then was wait.
The water's not too cold.
No, it's not cold at all, actually. So, is there an optimum time for this, where you get more sharks than other times?
Here they really come at 9 o'clock when the first bus is coming,
Yeah,
and really
yeah.
at 5 with the last tourist.
On the 9 to 5.
Yeah, exactly.
This is not for the impatient. So, what's the purpose of, the microchipping, the measurements and taking skin samples? What's the purpose?
So in this particular case, we are doing that because this area is believed to be a nursery for the lemon shark, but there's no proof of that. We see baby sharks all the time, all year round, year after year, but we need to prove that.
Yeah.
So tagging helps us to show that they are not only born here, but that they spend some important stages of their life, and that is something that happens continuously. And also to say whether we are seeing only one shark, the same one 20 times, or 20 different sharks, and it's like estimating the population.
And off it goes. It's been tagged, it's been checked, and now it's back into the wild. With so many other islands to explore, it was time to leave Sal behind. And if you think Cabo Verde is all about golden beaches and blue seas, think again. This is the island of Santo Antão, the westernmost point of Africa. It may be the archipelago's second largest island, but without an airport of its own. The only way there is on a ferry from the neighbouring island of São Vicente. This island is perfect for those who love the great outdoors. So I'm meeting Chiquina, who takes tourists hiking across Santo Antão. Hello! Good morning! How are you?
Hi. Hello.
Hi, loving the sign. The whole of Cabo Verde was completely uninhabited when it was discovered by the Portuguese in the 1400s. And in Santo Antão, not much has changed, what with this unspoilt landscape. En route, Chiquina wanted to show me this gem of a village sitting in a valley atop of a rock. This is spontaneous and has some of the best views on the island. I can't believe people live here. How many people live here?
Nowadays, in Fontaines, there's like less than 200 people living here,
What do you think are the main reasons for them leaving? Is it mainly work?
Work, and they're looking for better living conditions. We call Cape Verde as well the Terra de Saudade, which is the land of missing.
Yeah.
We really love the loved ones, so we tend to come back for sure for them one day.
Talk to me about what it is that makes you stay here.
We start speaking about the Morabeza.
which is the word that we use the mostly for people here that are very friendly, like hospitality. They open their heart and they help you. They don't have much, but they give it to you if you need it. Yeah, I will give you an example in real life,
Yes,
so you can see how it works here. So maybe let's have a grog. Let me show you a
I've heard so much about this. I'm ready.
a local drink. Well, I'm gonna say boa tarde.
This is nice.
Boa tarde. Tudo bem com você?
Oh, it's a shot. It's a shot. All right. Okay. What is this drink?
Well, this is our rum. We call it grog in Creole.
Yeah.
Grog, yes. It's a mix. It's a sugar cane. We make it from the sugar cane. And I put it full.
Yeah, why not?
Why not, right?
It's been a long hike.
After the long hike. Well, here in Creole we say chichi or we say saout.
What should you go for?
So cheers. Saout. It is strong.
That is super strong.
Oh yeah.
Actually took my breath away.
More time.
Another one?
And if you like it.
That leaves a bit of a fiery taste in your throat.
Mm-hmm.
After spending the day on Santo Antão, it was time to get back on the ferry to spend the night on the island of São Vicente. Travelling around Cabo Verde, it soon becomes apparent each island is its own unique world, with much of its character derived from its geography. But the more time I spend in São Vicente, it's clear that this island isn't defined by mountains or deserts, but by its people.
Every February, they hold carnival here. Even the carnival groups are together. And how can you not love it? The carnival vibe.
Edson is the vice president of the carnival group Cruzeiros de Norte.
It's African country, it's the rhythm is in our blood, and people, when they come, automatically they start to shake and dance.
Born with the vibe, born with the carnival spirit. The port of Mindelo is São Vicente's city of culture, and its flourishing art scene
grande
is
publicidade,
mainly the
sabes?
direct influence of one woman. So Mindelo was made famous by the late, great Grammy Award-winning Cesaria Evora, and it doesn't take long for you to discover that she is quite the national treasure here, and that's because she is everywhere, from murals to t-shirts and
Com baterias.
even on the money. Fame found Cesaria later in life. Born in 1941 in Mindelo, for her first 50 years, she was weighed down in poverty and sang in obscurity. But for the following 20 years before her death in 2011, she waved the flag for Cabo Verde, spreading its style of music across the globe and earning herself the nickname of the Barefoot Diva. Her legacy is inspiring a whole new generation of musicians. Nadia is a professional singer and says Cesaria has taught her dreams can come true no matter what your background is.
Porque desde que me menino, então vi Cesaria, então vi Sesmore, então criar tudo em Cesaria, de minhas grandes inspiração. Tem outros artistas, mas Cesaria é a questão.
I think Cape Verde is music, you see, and we cannot escape from music.
Yeah.
It's a poor country, but you can see in the face of the people they are happy, yeah, because of this involving with culture, dancing, singing, makes the people feel different, despite of the problems, but because of the culture, make them feel happy.
Cabo Verde may be one of the smallest nations in Africa, but it is with
She says Cabo Verde. That's how we have to say, not Cape Verde, Cabo Verde, which is important.
Years of culture just echoing through the streets, whether that's through the music or from the warm and welcoming welcoming nature of the people here.
Because
And
if you
yes,
translate
you could come here and never step
Cape,
foot out of your resort.
you
But
should
why
say
would you do that
green.
when there is so much to see here?
Do you understand?
That's why I'm so happy that I've taken the
So
time
can
to
you
get
say
out, taste the food,
Cabo,
meet the people.
Cabo Verde and Cape Verde?
Knowing the true identity of this wonderful and beautiful nation.
Because translation would be Green Cape. Muito bonito.